welcome to my channel Lemon Coaching Center. I'm going to explain your 12th standard biology main chapter, that is strategies for enhancement in food production. So explain the brief brief the role of animal husbandry in human welfare. So animal husbandry deals with the scientific management of livestock. It includes various aspects such as feeding, breeding and control diseases to raise the population of animal livestock. And animal husbandry usually includes animals such as cattle, pigs, sheep, poultry and fish, which are useful for humans in various ways. Next, in your family owned a dairy farm, what measures would you undertake to improve the quality and quantity of milk production? So dairy farm management deals with the processes which aim at improving the quality and quantity of milk production. Milk production is primarily dependent on choosing improved quality cattle breeds and provision of proper feed for cattle and maintaining proper shelter facilities and regular cleaning of cattle. And choosing improved cattle breeds is an important factor of cattle management. Hybrid cattle breeds are produced for improved productivity. Therefore, it is essential that hybrid cattle breeds should have a combination of various desirable genes such as high milk production and high resistance to diseases. Next, let us know about what is meant by the breed and what are the objectives of animal breeding. So, a breed is a special variety of animal with a species. It is similar in most characteristics such as general appearance, size, configuration and features with other members of the same species. And the objectives of animal breeding is to increase the yield of animals, to improve the desirable quality of the animal produce and to produce disease resistant varieties of animals. Next, let us know about the methods employed in animal breeding according to us. Which of the method is best? Let us know. So, animal breeding is the method of mating closely related individuals, and let us know about the classification into the following categories. So, they are the natural method of breeding include inbreeding and outbreeding. Breeding between animals of the same breed is known as inbreeding, while breeding between animals of different breeds is known as outbreeding. And outcrossing. In this type of outbreeding, the mating of animal occurs with the same breed, thus they have no common ancestor up to last 4 to 5 generations. And crossbreeding. In this type of outbreeding, the mating occurs between different breeds of the same species, thereby producing a hybrid. Next, interspecific hybridization. In this type of outbreeding, the mating occurs between different species. Next, artificial method of breeding includes modern techniques of breeding. It involves controlled breeding experiment. They are the artificial insemination, and it is a process of introducing the semen into the oviduct or the uterus of the female body by the breeder. And multiple ovulation embryo technique. So it is a technique for a cattle improvement in which superovulation is induced by a hormone injection. Then fertilization is achieved by artificial insemination and early embryos are collected. Next, what is apiculture and how is it important in our life? Let us know about that. So, apiculture is the practice of beekeeping, of the production of various products such as honey, bee wax, and other thing. And honey is a highly nutritious food source and is used as indigenous system of medicines, and it is also used in the treatment of many disorders such as cold, flu, and other things. Next, let us know about the role of fishery in enhancement of food production. So, fishery is an industry which deals with the catching, processing, and marketing of fish and other aquatic animals that have a high economic value. Some commercially important aquatic animals are prawns, crabs, oysters, lobsters, and octopus. Next, let us know about the steps involved in plant breeding. So, plant breeding is the process in which two genetically dissimilar varieties are purposely crossed to produce a new hybrid variety. As a result, the characteristics from both parents can be obtained by the hybrid plant variety. Whether the both are one tall and one short, means whether it will be tall or short, or it will be medium height, like that the characteristics will be same. The both characteristics will be in that plant. And collection of genetic variability. So genetic variability from various wild relatives of the cultivated species are collected to maintain the genetic diversity of a species. Hmm. And evaluation of germplasm and collection of parents. The germplasm collection is the evaluated for the desirable genes and cross hybridization between selected parents. So the next step in plant breeding is to combine the desirable characteristics present in two different parents to produce hybrid. And selection of superior hybrids. So the potency of the hybrid having the desired characteristics are selected through scientific evaluation and testing, release and commercialization of new cultivars. So the selected potencies are evaluated for characteristics such as yield, resistance to disease, performance and other things. Let us know about the biofortification. So biofortification is the process of breeding crops with higher level of vitamins, minerals, proteins and fat content, and the method is employed to improve the public health. Breeding of crops with improvement in nutritional quality is undertaken to improve the content of protein. So let us know about the part of plant is best suited for making virus-free plants and why. So apical and axillary meristem of plants is used for making virus-free plants. In a diseased plant, only this region is not infected by the virus as compared to the rest of the plant region. Next, let us know about the advantage of producing plant by micropropagation. So, micropropagation is a method of producing new plant in a shorter duration using plant tissue culture. And micropropagation helps in the propagation of a large number of plants in a short span of time, and the plant produced are identically to the mother plant, and it leads in the production of healthier plant. Next, let us know about the various components of medium used for propagation of explants in vitro or. So, the major components of medium used for propagations of explants in vitro are carbon sources such as sucrose, inorganic salts, vitamins, amino acids, water, and certain growth hormones such as auxin and gibberellin are the growth hormones. They are used in the plants. Next, let us know about the final question, that is the difference between the 5 hybrid varieties of crop plants. So crop plants, wheat, that hybrid varieties Sonalika and Kalim Sonam, and rice Jaya and Ratna, and cauliflower Pusa and Pusa Shubra and Pusa Snowball, and cowpea Pusa Common, and mustard is the Pusa Swar name of the name of the 5 hybrid varieties of crop plants which have been developed in India. So okay friends, this was your chapter, the strategies of enhancement in food production. So like the video, comment on my video and subscribe my channel and coaching center for more video.